successful. So, welcome to Success Habits to Power Up Your Day. These are some things that successful people do each morning the first 2 hours before even checking their email or Facebook or anything else, the news or anything else. These will be some very powerful success strategies for you. So again, thank you for joining me, and I'm just going to get started. And this is going to be maybe about 10 to 15 minutes. All right, so let's get started. Again, I want to welcome you to Success Habits to Power Up Your Day. What if you could do all of those tasks that you never seem to have time to do? Change all of those habits you want to change and achieve your personal and business goals for the day. What if you could do this and feel energized, motivated, and inspired instead of frazzled and burned out and depressed and all that stuff? Well, one of the best, and most painless ways to actually achieve this lies in simply adjusting your morning routine. I'm talking about changing the first 2 hours of your day before checking your email, checking Facebook, watching the news, or any of those things that could really get you derailed and get you in a different set of mind before you even get started for your day, on your day. Changing what you do the first 2 hours out of your day may not seem like a big deal, but the good news is it's not going to be a big deal, but it really is something that you should consider doing. But you're changing the most important hours of the day. That is the key, because how you start your day is how you're going to set the tone for your day. So changing what you do the first 2 hours out of your day, it may not seem like a big deal, but the good news is it's not a big deal. So again, I'm thankful for you joining me today, but these are just some success strategies that I want to share with you to help you power up your day. And changing the first 2 hours of your day can be most beneficial. Think of it like a snowball at the top of a hill. It's maybe about 10 inches in diameter. If you start rolling that snowball down the hill, that covered hill, it picks up more and more snow, and it grows larger and larger as it goes down the hill, right? But by the time your snowball reaches the bottom of the hill, depending on the type of snow and the depth of the hill, it could easily be 3 or 4 times the diameter you started with. You didn't spend any more time or energy packing it up with the snow. You just started it off in the right spot, and the momentum just kind of took over. It tripled or it quadrupled in your efforts, and it just grew all by itself. Well, that's the same thing. That's what changing the first 2 hours of the day can do for you. It makes you achieve better results and be left with better energy, more energy, less stress than if you force yourself to rearrange every single work hour and its effect. Its effect can be absolutely exponential, right? So I'm just going to share one strategy right now for getting your day started. And again, here's what I'm talking about. The thing is, the way you start your day really matters. It will affect everything else throughout your day. And I'm sharing this not just for you guys. I'm sharing this for me as well, because there's some things that I am doing and I've had to do to actually change the way I start my day. The one thing that I definitely do every day is I try not to read or I definitely don't turn on the news because I don't want to be depressed. I definitely don't read anything that's negative. I try to input positive data into my brain, into my heart in the first 2 hours of the day. And so that way I stay on top of, I stay motivated, I stay energized, and I'm telling you, the moment I do something else, that's when things start to change for me in terms of, how my day goes. So let's just talk about getting ready for success. Okay, one thing you can do is start your alarm a little earlier than usual. You know, that way, again, let's think about the snowball effect. You're not doing anything different. You're just starting, you set your alarm a little earlier and just start off with, just bit by bit, piece by piece, small bites at a time, 5 minutes earlier. Then next week, 15 minutes earlier. Then the following week, 30 minutes earlier, and see what you can get done. Within that time. Okay, do this so you'll have time to really make the most of your of the next morning's first 2 hours. Number 2, go to bed earlier. Sorry about that. My phone is beeping, and I don't want it to beep. I apologize. Let me just change that. Okay, and so make sure you go to bed earlier. That's number 2. Make sure you get enough sleep. Now, I struggle with that, and I'm just being transparent. I struggle with that sometimes because I'm an entrepreneur. And so I get caught up in doing certain things, and then I'm, going to bed late, and I think I want to get this done and all that kind of stuff. But you know what? Sometimes you just have to think enough is enough. You've done enough for the day, and get some sleep because you'll have more energy. The better sleep, the more sleep that you get. Try to get at least 7 hours of sleep. Now, for me, again, being transparent, 5 hours usually works well for me. But I do need to do something about getting maybe another hour of sleep because I like to get up early. And then here lately, what I've been doing is going to bed later. Okay, so that does not work. Get enough sleep is my point. Okay, all right. Open your curtains when you want to wake up. And you know what, really, to be honest with you, this may apply to people who maybe they're not morning people. I'm actually a morning person, so I don't really need to open up the curtains. I wake up, with, good energy and all that stuff, and I don't have a problem. But for some people that may need that sunlight to hit them in the morning, maybe open up your curtains. If you're not likely to get out of the bed first thing, you might want to try this, then, maybe open them up the night before. But that all depends on you. The point is, do something else to get your day started. Number 4, drink a glass of water. Now, I again, being transparent, I don't always do this, okay? But it does make a difference when you do. I know the urge for coffee is overpowering, but just take a sip of a glass of water first. And if you really can't stand water, maybe try, some quality green tea or something like that. But don't put sweetener or sugar or anything in it because that'll defeat the purpose. And a pinch, maybe you can do some flavor drops or something like that. But the purer the water is, the better your health results will be. Okay, so we're still talking about getting ready for success. That was number 4. All right, number 5, exercise for about 15 minutes. You can add even 15 minutes of exercise to your routine. If you can do that, you'll reap even more benefits. But pick your own exercise. It doesn't have to be, some brutal workout, aerobic workout or anything like that. But just kind of start somewhere. We're just taking small steps to do some things to power up our day, okay? All right, take 15 minutes, take a 15-minute walk, do some stretches, maybe do some exercise on treadmill, walk around the house, get up and do something, maybe dance or just do something, right? And we're just talking about, getting ready for success. These are some success habits to power up your day. Okay, now one final habit I want to share with you for many successful and dynamic entrepreneurs have adopted is that a lot of them start with a green smoothie. I know personally when I start out, if I have a glass of water in the morning and then I fix myself a nice green smoothie, then man, it really can set the tone, for the day. Now, try a morning smoothie for about a week, and you'll likely notice a positive difference, very quickly. There, I think that you will definitely notice the benefits. It'll stop heartburn. It reduces and eliminates the hunger between the meals and the food cravings, in which I'll be honest with you, I do have those. And so I'm wanting to change that in terms of my diet as well. This is a journey, right? So I don't have all the answers. These are some things that I know that works, and I've heard with other people, successful people. These are some things that they do. And so that's why I wanted to share these things with you, and then we can go on this journey together. Okay? All right. So listen, there are many things you can do to change the way things are right now. You can change your perspective, but if you start doing things as though you are already successful, guess what? You'll think like it, you'll feel like it, you'll talk like it, you'll walk like it, you'll act like it, you'll be like you are successful. So, here's your call to action. I want you to write down the one thing, because I want you to do it in bite-sized steps, bite-sized pieces. What's the one thing you can do starting today to change how you start today? Okay? And I know it's noon, but maybe by the time you listen, if someone is going to be listening to this on a replay, maybe by that time it'll be the next day, and you can already have decided what it is you're going to do that's going to set the tone for the rest of the day.